as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go again.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He finds Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Watch the pass. Back.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bound to lose 1.
Now it's Trubisky. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Trubisky. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
It's Coleman here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gould is able to put it through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Hansen. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
At the 45-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Go now. 10-2 stop.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Come on, set, 8, read. Ready.
On 1st down, Hansen. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
1st down,
Down. 10 logo.
Now Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Two.
Back to throw. Hansen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run with Breida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Trubisky will throw. Flushed out right. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with Cook. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw on 2nd down. Hansen. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Here we go. 30 base. Two times. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Hansen. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Cook running right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Hansen. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, break. 57 Wahoo! Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Hansen. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Off play action. Hansen. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And able to haul it in is Kittle. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Lock in.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Trubisky to throw. Completes it to Coleman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 37 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 74 yards. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to...
He's got daylight. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 75 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Hansen. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Trubisky. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky. This one complete to Coleman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check.
Here's Coleman. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Okay, ready? Watch 57. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 57. Look at me. Zipper. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hanson. Throw left side on target to Thielen. 23 yards the pickup there.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Breida. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. This is Coleman, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The Niners on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Alert, 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 alert. 55. Hey, echo. 55.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards on the play. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Back to throw. Hansen going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Man, I got you.
Coleman now. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. On third down, a run from Breida. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 33-yard line. Tonight's final score.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Niners, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.